Well, good afternoon. Don Keating here from the Ohio Weather Center, and we've got an update for you on a cold front that's about to make its way through the Buckeye State. You can see it to the northwest of here. This is a rather vigorous front, especially when you get north of Ohio up here. There was a place called the Selfridge Air National Guard Base, which is right here, KMTC. They had a wind gust with this line of thunderstorms moving through earlier of 51 miles per hour. Now, we're not going to get anything like that because thunderstorms simply don't have any subsidence down here. They're not going to develop like they are as aggressively up here closer to the low pressure system. But these will make their way through Ohio. I'm kind of losing hope on getting any beneficial precipitation out of this front moving through Ohio because of the fact that it appears as if mainly northwest Ohio has just a bunch of light rain shower activity, and the front's just to the west of there, and there's really nothing behind it except a little bit of lake effect. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but unless something like these couple of thunderstorms, by some miracle, develop into a long line of thunderstorms, that'd be along and east of I-71 the way things look now, we're not really looking at anything in the way of beneficial precipitation. Now, you can take a look at how things have progressed in the past couple of hours with this precip, with the isobars indicating where the cold front is and the wind gusts. These are wind gusts on the screen, by the way. I'll change those over to the current temperatures in just a moment. But you can see how things are progressing. The line of precipitation is moving off to the east. The individual cell is moving off to the northeast. And there have been some severe thunderstorm warnings up here in Michigan, as you can see, as indicated by the yellow outlined areas. Those were about a half an hour to 45 minutes ago. Now, a little wider look at what's going on with this area of precipitation. It's associated with two low pressure systems located across southern Canada, one over Lake Huron and one over southern Canada. And you can see the snow. That's right. Southern Canada is encountering some snow. And why is that? Well, those temperatures up there are chillier for sure. In the 30s widespread across that vicinity. So even though it's in the 70s, approaching 80 at some locations in Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania at this early hour of the afternoon on Sunday, you can see behind the cold front, things drop off sharply. And our daytime highs in Ohio, some places will be lucky to get out of the mid-50s for daytime highs, even though right now it's 20 degrees milder than that at this point in time. So there you have it. Let's take a close-up look at a couple of, or maybe even one radar from west central Ohio, where it appears as if there's a couple of thunderstorms trying to develop out there. Let's see if this works out right. You can see as we change over, things are going to have to refresh, and so be patient. There we go. This is interesting right here. This little line right here, that might be an indication of exactly where that cold front is located, just ahead of it. So just keep an eye right there. As you can see, we'll pause it right in this area. That might be indicative as to just ahead of the cold front. So, and it could well, these frontal positions are often a couple hours behind. That could well be the case. So we'll see what happens. Now, here's a couple of those thunderstorms that may be developing, as I was pointing out earlier, north of Delaware and between Urbana and Delaware, a broken line of those. What about wind gusts with those? I don't know if that's associated with the storms or not. I don't think so. That's about to be. But it was 31 miles an hour earlier up here at, I'm not quite sure who that was. I think that's, I don't remember the name of the place. I'm sure somebody out there knows. This is Delaware here, of course. This is OSU Airport. So, at any rate, a wide look at Ohio in general, and then we'll close it out here, let you get back to whatever it is you're doing. It's nothing severe. The gusty winds, yes, providing some relief from the humidity. But if you want relief from the humidity and the heat, wait till this goes through. And then you will certainly feel the relief. As you can see out here in Indiana, quite a few locations now in the 50s for temperatures. So that's about it. Oh yeah, here, let's take a look at this real quick. I don't want to neglect anybody. North Central Ohio, it would be under Northeast Ohio maybe, but we'll go with North Central Ohio right now. A couple of cells up there look like they could be developing into thunderstorms in between Mansfield, Wellington, and up towards Lorain and Cleveland. West side of Cleveland at this point in time, right in here in particular, right there. So if you do get thunderstorms, these will be brief and passing rapidly. I think the most thing that you have to worry about today, the most interesting thing you have to worry about today would be the gusty winds. Keep your hands on the steering wheel while driving on the interstates. This is Don Keating from the Ohio Weather Center. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day this Sunday afternoon.